Just as you mentioned, Mr. President, that distinguished Senator Babangida was part of the previous administration, I want to add additional prayers to find out, the committee should find out whether Senator Akpabio was also part of the administration when the loan was collected and signed. I so move.
Senator Ndume, you said additional prayer should be to find out whether Senator Akpabio was there when the loan was taken. But you know I wasn't there when the loan was taken. But you approved the loan. You approved the loan in the Senate. You were there. you approved the loan in the Senate. You were there. But you did not go back to check how the loan was utilized. We are now trying to do your job for you. Senator Ndume, after you approved the loan to be taken from China and the moribund or whatever, the tracks and facilities were brought into Nigeria as against the ones that the Chinese took to Mombasa, which is still working, and we started having these problems. So we became a dumping ground. You were there. You never set up a committee like we are doing to find out why the one in Mombasa is working and the one in Nigeria is not working. And we are now trying to do your job. And now you are trying to accuse the Senate President of being there. I never traveled to China in my life, so I don't know. Oh, okay, I've been to China before. So, Deputy Senate President, please bail me out. Are you going to second the motion by... if you are not seconding, say so that we can rule.
You see, the good rate system. And yes, we cannot be an exception.
I know.
We have spent billions and billions of naira to invest in the rate system. So we must investigate very well what is happening.
You are angry that Senator Ndume tried to personalize it by mentioning the Senate President, right? So, okay. So in the absence of anybody, seconding Ndume's motion, you are hereby ruled out of order.
Now, wow, serious matter dey on ground, oh, Nigerians. If this is true, then those that approved and supervised this deal should be brought to the book. That was how Akpabio had alleged that the materials used for our aeroplanes and the rail equipment are scrap materials, meaning say those materials na second hand they be. That was what the Senate President Akpabio said, that scrap rail materials are being sold to Nigeria in Chinese loans. So if they really want to go ahead with this investigation, they should. And they should do it effectively. And I hope this is not just another excuse to siphon billions under the guise of investigation, because we we don't tire for all these headlines that they are launching investigation, they are doing this, they are doing that, but at the end of the day, there is no consequences. Nobody is being held accountable. It's like now that Trump has said he wants to come to Nigeria, they've now started talking about the things the citizens have cried about. Now the question would be, all this talk that they are talking, who is going to be held accountable for all these allegations? Who would be held accountable? Look at how they are laughing in the Senate. Look at how they are laughing. So my country people, this is what's happening in the Senate. Oh, the Senate has been turned into a comedy home where they are now laughing and throwing jabs over serious issues.
You spend trillions on rail line. You commission it, and within 1 year, you have all sorts of mechanical faults. We have to find out whether they were actually new ones or whether they were the ones that were discarded. It's almost like going to our airport. You see a lot of planes that are no longer in use, and somebody will go and paint it and put new seats and sell it, and then it comes. After you finish pouring water on it, like Air Nigeria, a Vamus or Vamusis. Air Nigeria, I saw when water was being poured, when Air Nigeria, 2 of the planes arrived. But I've not seen Air Nigeria enter Air Nigeria. What happened? As chairman of preparation, you will know what happened. Because so I don't know what happened. I'm still looking for Air Nigeria till today. After the fanfare, the same thing happened in this rail line. It's a very serious issue. So the lives of Nigerians are involved. The economy of Nigeria is involved. So we look at the prayers.
Anyway, my country people, make we dey observe wetin go happen next, because I'm sure this must have been an official request by some greedy politicians that doesn't want to buy the standard equipment needed for the rail projects. Because I know the Chinese people will not sell you scrap rail equipment. They are not going to give you a scrap rail equipment if you don't request for it. It's not like as if they scammed us or anything. Something went wrong. Somebody in that particular committee handling the whatever is involved. So they need to fish out that person. They must fish out that person to know how they went about with the funding and how they got scrap materials for the railway projects. That is what they will have to do. So all this laughing and talking here and there is not going to do us anything. They should talk less and put more action into it. That's how they borrow money and borrow money and borrow money to do things. At the end of the day, we don't even see what they are doing. At the end of the day, we don't see anything. We don't even see the outcome of everything that they are borrowing. So there is a fraud. A fraud has taken place. Yes, Akpabio's allegation points to a potential fraud in the Chinese finance rail projects, where scrapped materials, anybody wey no know wetin scrap means na second hand, something wey they don't use before, equipment wey they don't use before. They come bring the equipment to Nigeria as brand new. Maybe they buy paint, spray and make it be like say na new one. Na wetin they do so. And heavy money was invested into this. No be small money they used to bring all these things come. So the Senate, they are making an inquiry over the procurement of these equipment. And the earlier they conduct an investigation into the procurement records to confirm if the substandard gear was offloaded, the better for them, so that we know what we are doing. They cannot be using taxpayers' money to be funding a fraud, something that is in fact 419 has taken place in this very issue. 419 has taken place. So this raises serious concerns. Oh, not be every time they go they borrow. At the end of the day, fraud go still even dey inside. We don't tire for all this plenty talk. We need action. Akpabio and the Senate, we need action now. So guys, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comment section. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe. Thank you. Bye.